What's up, guys? Sinking Creek Critters here, and I am walking down here to the Caney Fork River. I'm gonna do some trout fishing this morning. I have never done any trout fishing in my life. I fished this river before, but it was for like bass and stuff. So I'm gonna walk down here and we'll see what I can do. And man, it's looking foggy this morning. We got a little spinner jig on here, and man, it is, look at the steam just rising off of the water. So the water here, it's cold, it's freezing cold, which is why there's, you know, able to be trout in it, especially this time of year. I'm right below the dam. You can probably see it right up there through all the fog. I wonder how accessible this river is for a boat. I mean, obviously this is a boat ramp, but it looks pretty open. You can even, I mean, you can see the water line here to where I would assume this is where the water will get up to. I mean, that's a considerable rise from where it is now. I would assume that's with 2 or more generators or turbines going. So right on the other side of the dam there that would be Center Hill Lake. And they're pumping that water directly out of the bottom of it, which would attribute to the cold water here, as obviously, you know, cold water is more dense, so it sinks to the bottom of the lake up there, which is then pumped out here. And man, is it cold. I'm gonna tie on a rooster tail. Maybe that'll have something for us. Alright, we've got on a 16th ounce rooster tail. A little more minimal compared to the spinner jig. Oh, missed him. Had one hit it there. That's a good sign. There he is. Get in here. There he is. That's pretty cool. I guess that's a rainbow trout, guys. I mean, if I'm wrong, definitely feel free to correct me. I do not know. I do not know my trout. And there he goes. Nothing to write home about, but it's a start. I would assume this spot right here gets a lot of action. I may try to go down a little bit. Let's see what time it is. So yeah, I've got roughly 2 hours before they turn one turbine on. I guess one good thing about this cold water is you don't really have to worry about snakes, at least in the water. I want to move on down. It looks like there may be a point right here and another one down on the other side. Alright. There he is. Another small one. I guess that's pretty typical for trout. Size wise. And you know, I believe that's a brown. I've done a little bit of research, not a lot. Enough to not know much of anything. Man, even though these guys are small. Oh. And he's gone. He said, I am not hanging around. I do not want to be on camera. He must have been a little embarrassed there. I don't blame him. I may need to tighten my drag. That small of a fish pulling drag. I'd hate to know what happens if I hang into a good one. There's a bunch hitting on the other side of this log in the water. I might make my way over there in a minute. I guess the only bad part about the river rising is all these rocks. You know, I'd say they run turbines at least once a day. So these rocks are underwater a lot of the time. And man, are they slick. Maybe I've not made too much commotion here. And I'm hung on this log. I saw it coming and tried to get over it. Well, guys, you know what that means. We're going for a swim. Come loose. Got a small tangle here. Oh, that water is not warm, guys. Dang. Mm-hmm. I mean, that is ice bath temperatures. That is very cold. We got a... Oh, that's a good one head over there. I may try to get in there a little ways. I can cast a little further. And I may be on the slickest rock in the river, but let's see what we can do. Oh, got a hit. There he is. There he is. Another nice little trout. Another brown trout. I assume guys, I could be telling y'all wrong for sure. Don't take it from me. I do not know my trout, but nonetheless, I do believe this is a brown. I'm not going to give him the chance to flop out, but another beautiful fish. This spot here seems to be okay. I mean, this may be great. I don't know. I have no past experiences to go off of, so there he is. Another little brown. He's a little bigger. I reckon that's number 4. And just, I guess that's a brown trout, guys. I mean, I'll do a little more research next time and keep you guys in the know. I'm just glad I had the tackle for this. I mean, the only thing that I had to get, you know, apart from my bass fishing rig, was 4-pound line and a couple of smaller rooster tails. And I had a couple 1/8 ounce, 16th ounce rooster tails, you know, for bass fishing and, you know, even catching sunfish and brim. So I got a couple 16th ounce rooster tails, some lighter line, you know. I reckon trout are a little more sensitive to line. I guess they can see a little better than bass can. Yeah, I guess that last one would be my PB. He was about, I don't know, 6 inches long, about 1/4 pound. Better than nothing, for sure. Oh, there he is. Come on in here. Oh, almost fell. That one may be a hair bigger than the last. And I don't know if you guys can see it, but they've got almost like teeth on their tongue. That's pretty cool. Easy now. So I believe this is another brown trout. Just by the, you know, those orange spots. but he almost has an iridescent color like a rainbow might. That's a good one. He was probably 8 inches. I would say is a good estimate. Oh, that's a decent one. Stay on there. I thought he was. He was fighting good. He don't sound happy. That's a pretty one. I guess it's a brown. I guess the first one I caught was a rainbow, and then so far they've been brown. Brown trout. Well guys, we're just before the water rising. They're gonna turn on one of the turbines here shortly. So I'm gonna head back up. I'd say it's been a pretty successful day. Well guys, we made it back to the truck. I'm gonna go ahead and head out of here. They're about to start generating water. I'm gonna come back tomorrow morning and get on the far side and see what we can do. Y'all stay tuned.